Alright, let's get this shit. Making this video and this channel has been a long process to say the least. I think every good YouTube channel has a profile photo, so I thought for me that'd be a pretty good place to start. I thought it feels more like me if I drew that photo by hand. And I want to draw, I want to create. I think I'm talented. So I thought, how hard can that really be? Okay, so maybe after all these years, I forgot how to draw. That's my bad. And I could remember if that even makes sense through like work and practice and all that bullshit. But one thing I did have to do though was clean up my environment. I took a look around. Things were not good. I don't have any before photos, but you just gotta trust me, it was not good, like at all. And after cleaning that shit up, things were looking pretty good. I just had one last thing, my puzzle. I bought this puzzle about a year prior, and after walking home, I noticed it kinda got fucked up. Even more so as I went up some stairs, which was not a fun time at all, actually. I thought to myself, at the time of cleaning my room, how can I do anything if my environment isn't perfect? That's a little bit of subtle foreshadowing, but damn, was I wrong. But we'll get back to that later. I started by taking apart the broken puzzle and laying the whole thing out. In between that time, my mom came in and she asked me to help her out with something she was sewing. I don't think ask is the right word though, because I don't know if I had a choice, but I digress. As she was laying the fabrics out across the floor, she asked me, "What do you really want to do?" And to be honest, I didn't really have an answer or an idea even. Anyways, getting back to the puzzle and laying it out and shit, everything started to seem kinda daunting. I didn't remember what went where, what went with what. I don't even remember what the whole picture looked like, really. I had a photo that I took at a weird angle, but I took it with a fucking filter, so that wasn't really that helpful. And at that point, everything started to seem kinda foggy. I started with the foundation, the corner pieces, and I tried to build a border from there. Luckily for me, some clumps of pieces stayed together despite the rest falling apart. I just need to figure out where they fit into the bigger picture. And the more I thought about the puzzle, tried to see how to go about it and put it together, it seemed to almost reflect something back to me. I began to think about my foundations. What holds me, you, or other people together? Everyone has needs like food, water, shelter, but what borders the pictures that we want to see? And which pieces of us do we have to put together to make our dreams? As I scoured the pieces, I'd begun to think about my life decisions, remembering that time in grade 6 when I uploaded Minecraft videos to YouTube actually. But I stopped pretty soon after because I think I had some troubles and some random guy left a negative comment. I think my intentions to create were always there. The pieces were connected. I just didn't see the colors of the other side. Until much later. The idea of contrast was always interesting to me. Something so pale and monotone could be flipped on its head to reveal a beautiful set of colors. Contrast isn't just limited to colors, however. Shapes contrast each other all the time. We can't force the pieces we have to fit, and sometimes we'll find ourselves in situations where we don't fit. Would making sure every condition is perfect allow us to feel like we fit? Would I then be able to start creating? What if the pieces fell out while I was coming home? How would that be accounted for? And where's the perfection in that? Looking at the time, I thought about whether I should call it quits for the day or keep going. I had a so-called schedule I want to maintain. I said, fuck it, and I decided to put the pieces away and build again tomorrow. And I felt it was okay because I thought I'd continue again, and thus I stopped moving towards what I wanted to do. It'd been hours, and then tomorrow came, and then the next day, and then weeks and months, and am I going to hang this photo up, or let it sit sandwiched between my bed and desk? And does it even matter where I keep it? What picture was I trying to build? What am I trying to do? Fast forward months later, it's a brand new year, and I figured out what I want. Kinda. At least I believed I did. 'Twas the day of love, and who better to give it to than myself, really? I realized I wanted to create, and procrastinating and wishing for my drawings and videos and creations and whatever the fuck to show up, it's not enough. I actually had to do it. Again, once again. Let's get this shit. This time around, there was more than just the desire. There was a purpose. I felt like I had a reason to. And if any pieces were missing, then it must be built around it. After separating the colors into similar groups, I went on to continue building. I finally fixed up the border and I had an idea of what color went where, and I also had the name of the photo, which is pretty good. Woman with a Parasol, Turn to the Left, by Claude Monet. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And when the day ended this time, building resumed the next day, and then the next, and little by little, more by more, the puzzle became completed. But the more I continued, the more days that passed, thoughts naturally started to come in. Would completing this puzzle finally allow me to make a fucking video? My room's become dusty again. I had a trip planned, so I was kind of forced to think about it, and I couldn't work on my puzzle, and I was too busy to draw. But I had time to think. What came first, the chicken or the egg? Adam or the apple? Our actions or our environment? Do we need things to be in the right condition to take the right actions? And what makes the right conditions? Can we make the conditions right ourselves? How perfect is perfect, and when can we keep moving forward? And do I really want to take actions to make things happen? And should I even care about the conditions I'm surrounded by to make what I want? I know the answer is quite obvious, but I think when we face it ourselves, it feels a bit more complicated. Unnecessarily, though. Have you ever seen the world from a higher view? Maybe in a tall building, or on a roller coaster, in a plane, in a dream even. From up there, everything seems so small. Ultimately, my desire to draw became so strong, and I came back and decided to finish what I set out to do. And day after day, I finished more sections of the puzzle, and I didn't care if I did or didn't have all the pieces. And more of the picture becomes clear, and I see the picture, and I see that woman. I see my video coming despite not having even a profile photo. And then I thought, once I finish, do I need to relearn all the fundamentals to start? Watch all the Psychra and Monex, I hope I'm pronouncing that correct, videos to master everything I possibly can in this lifetime to then just be okay to start? I don't think I want to draw on my channel, only draw at least. That's just one thing. Am I scared? You can probably see my profile photo, but after a quick rough sketch, even I knew it was never about that. Perhaps before I just didn't want it, or maybe wanted enough. March 11th, 2025, around 1 a.m., I completed the puzzle, and I know what I want with that. Ultimately, it was never about the puzzle or even a profile photo. I don't have a banner currently, so I got to a point of saying to myself, do I want to upload videos? Do I want to be committed to the picture that I see? Or rather, is that even a picture that I want to see? I don't think I can wait for myself. At least not anymore. To be completely honest, I still don't know what kind of niche or what kind of videos I want to make. Maybe a bit of everything, really. Maybe I can draw or make reviews on things that I like or dislike. Season 3 just ended, and it was pretty good. Now, would a food review be authentic, or do I just want a reason to eat a triple cheeseburger with a side of fries, and maybe possibly a vanilla milkshake? I don't know, but I know I want to create. And there is at least one other thing that I know now. We cannot wait for things to get clean, for our hands to get dirty. Now for my next video, me making a thumbnail over the course of 4 months instead of half a year. I think it's called Improvement? Also, a clean room is still good. I think I just need to get my air vents clean. This dust seems way too excessive. I think my house is just old. Yeah, that's probably it.